Excellencies, Mayors, Ambassador Mr. Kaymakçı, Secretary General Dr. Baraçlı, Secretary General Mr. Rossi, Head of Turkey Unit Mr. Brunei, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. We are happy to welcome you to the opening reception of the town twinning between Turkey and the EU Phase 2 project for a green future funded by the EU, coinciding the 21st European Week of Regions and Cities. The project will also be exhibited at the Square Brussels. Before moving on with the program, I would like to inform you that this event is on live stream via YouTube channel of our project. We wish to open our event with a video presentation about the first phase of the project. Today, we are starting in Brussels the second phase of the town twinning between Turkey and the EU with the theme of Green Future. Now, I would like to invite Ambassador Mr. Faruk Kaymakçı, who kindly supports this project through providing us today with a common platform for exchanges to make his opening speech.
Excellencies, dear mayors, Secretary General of the Union of Municipalities, dear Bernard from DG Enlargement, dear Fabrizio, dear friends, dear colleagues, welcome to the Turkish delegation to the European Union. I am glad that today we are talking about something concrete, something that we witness in our daily lives. Of course, Turkey is a candidate country to join the EU, but also we need to make sure that our cities, our towns should be prepared for membership, but meanwhile they should be able to cooperate more and develop joint projects. And in my previous function as the Deputy Foreign Minister in charge of EU, I was really happy to visit different projects of this town twinning in different towns in Turkey. And we are starting the second phase of this project. Again, some 30 projects will be implemented with 16 EU member states. And I'm glad to see some representatives of the cities, some representatives of the member states. I hope this cooperation will get deeper and deeper. Of course, we are always talking about Europe as our continent. We are always talking about our countries when we talk about any policy. But in reality, I think all policies are first tested at the level of towns. And we see that when we say climate change, we see the direct effects in our towns. It is about transport, it's about green gas emissions, it's about our parks, it's about our traffic. Um, Last night, I experienced something very interesting. Usually, driving in the city of Brussels would take, 15 to 20 minutes. That was my old habit. Since I came here for a fourth time, I had never tried to drive in the city in the last 6, 7 months that I came here for the last time. But it was a painful experience. My God, after, entering the outskirts of the city, I was hoping that I can drop my friends in their hotel within 5 to 10 minutes. It took almost 1 hour and another half an hour to go to my place. So this city has slowed down. I don't blame our Belgian friends or our Brussels friends, but probably they are trying to show us that we should eliminate the cars maybe from the traffic. We should have more bicycles, we should have more public transport, and we should walk maybe. But anyway, I'm not here to judge any policy, but this is our part of life which is affecting us directly. So this sort of projects, from my personal point of view, is also important for people-to-people contact. We are not only bringing, mayors and the town administrations, but also you, the mayors, people who are running municipalities, who are running districts. You are also bringing together people of our towns, people of our countries, and I think it is a strong message for peaceful Europe and for richer and thriving regions, which can make, I think, our continent, Europe, stronger and stronger. So I know that there are other speakers, and I don't want you to stand up for minutes, as I was annoyed last night in my car uh, for more than 45 minutes. So I don't want you to go the same way, but maybe we should also listen to some of our experts who can say more about town tuning project. But let me also underline one point here. As a candidate country, of course, we are using the instrument for pre-accession funds. Unfortunately, these have been reduced too much, Bernard. I know in Europe we are facing all financial difficulties, but the money that we are investing in our cities, in our green and digital transition, I think it's the best investment in our future to have a greener, digital, sustainable Europe in peace altogether. So this is why I think this is one point that I wanted to mention. But also my special thanks go to, again, to the European Commission, to the EU in general. Okay, let's put it more specific, DG Regio, for their, invaluable support to recover some of our towns which were hit by the earthquakes of February. So 11 provinces were hit very badly, and of course the EU and our European family was the first and the most comprehensive to act to the victims of the earthquake in Turkey, and also to now to for reconstruction and recovery after the earthquake. Again, we see the EU, by our side, and I hope that the European Solidarity Fund, which is approved by the EU institutions will be put into practice so that we can address the urgent needs of the victims of the earthquake. So let's live in most beautiful cities, in most, clean cities, sustainable cities, and let's make the EU altogether a green, digital, and sustainable and global actor EU one day, with all of the enlargement countries joining. I see some of the enlargement ambassadors here, and I'm glad to see them. Thank you very much for coming and joining us today. Thank you.
I would like to thank Ambassador Mr. Kaymakçı for his speech. We have a long-standing partnership with the Council of European Municipalities and Regions, which is the European regional organization representing the United Cities and Local Governments World Organization. I now invite Secretary General of CEMR, Mr. Fabrizio Rossi, to make his remarks.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, dear Secretary General, dear Hariri, Ambassador, thank you very much for having me here with you today. Really glad to be with you on this very important day. And it is my pleasure to share a few thoughts, a few remarks on these projects and on two topics that are very close to my heart and very close to the DNA of our organization, the Council of European Municipalities and Regions. Twinning. Twinning, it has been really at the DNA of our organization since its very inception. We as CMR, we played really a crucial role in bringing municipalities and cities together again in the aftermath of the World War II. At that time, it was important, of course, to build our common framework, our internal market, but was even more important to start making the Europeans. And this is really the most challenging part of the European projects. And twinning, it really succeeded in that project, really to make people belonging as part of the same project of Europe. The first twinning cooperation was created between French and German cities. Just imagine how challenging this was at those very first days in the 50s, in the aftermath of World War II. So we should be proud really of the great work that we achieved with this twinning program. I can tell you that it happened to me quite often to go and speak at young students at universities. And I usually ask them, what really you like about the European project? What is really the program, the initiative that you like the most? And very often I hear about Erasmus, and very often I hear about twinning, because we manage really to bring this cooperation close to our citizens. I'm sure you are all familiar in Europe with those panels that we see very often at the entry of our cities. Well, this is an important legacy for the European Union, and an important legacy for us at the CMR. And I can announce today that thanks to the support of the European Commission, we will start revamping this program. We are currently entering the strategic reflection on the future of this program, on the future of twinning. And within this strategic reflection, I see at least, to me, three elements that should be really the bricks on which to build the twinning strategy in the future. First of all, I think that twinning is more than just an institutional agreement between our mayors. Twinning should have the ambition to unlock the potential that we have within our citizenship. Twinning should have the ambition to mobilize the communities beyond the walls of our city councils. So this is really a strategic element that we have identified for the twinning of the future. The second element is about financial sustainability. I think that when working on twinning with our cities, we should provide them with capacity to find the opportunities, the financial opportunities to make this a long-term project, a long-term program. Twinning is not just about a one-off relationship. The vision should be really to build this program, this friendship program over 20, 30 years. And the third element, probably the most important, is really close to what I see here on this slide. The third element to me is really around the creation of twinning, around the creation of cooperation that are challenge-led. In the past, we used to have twinning based on cultural affinities between cities, and that was great at that time. I think that now, given the challenges we had ahead of us, we should be smart and create twinning and cooperation based on the challenges that we have ahead of us. One of these challenges, of course, the green transition. With this twinning, we can indeed facilitate the circulation of knowledge, of best practices between our municipalities. And I think that this project is already going towards that direction. So I will be very happy to learn from you more about this project, about the lessons you are harvesting, because I think that we can really have a good discussion together on how to build a strong strategy for the twinning program in the future. Again, given we have the chance to work with the European Commission at this specific moment. So I'm really looking forward to hearing more about your plans for these new grants that you will be implementing. And most importantly, I hope we will be enjoying this evening together. Thank you very much.
I would like to thank Secretary General Mr. Rossi for his speech. EU accession process and preparations of Turkish towns to the EU membership is the precise dictum that defines Turkey and EU relations. Please let us welcome Head of Turkey Unit of DG Enlargement, Mr. Bernard Brunei, for his speech.
Excellencies, Ambassador, Secretary Generals, dear mayors, it's a pleasure to be here. I also wish to extend my warm welcome on behalf of Director General Koopman, who unfortunately couldn't join the event today, but who has asked me to wish you all the best for this event and for the project. Ladies and gentlemen, 72% of Europeans live in cities, and this is really the scale of the challenges that we face today on climate and environment are mostly fed by citizens living in cities. And that's why the European Union has put a lot more focus on its urban agenda, urban policy revival, and especially for tackling these twin challenges of climate change and improving the environmental conditions for our citizens. We've actually polled our citizens, and they all say that for living in cities and enjoying cities, they need to have an enabling environment with amenities and security. And most of these amenities and most of these important living conditions are linked to having proper environmental facilities, parks, recreations, sustainable transportation, sustainable mobility, all these issues that we hope to develop in the context of our twinning project. And I'm pleased that we have now moved to the second phase of the town twinning project. And I want to underline how this is actually put in the wider focus of the DG NEAR's policy, or the Commission policy on supporting more engagement among stakeholders at different levels of government and society. Our cooperation is not only with government, it is important, of course, but increasingly we want to develop the engagement at lower level of society. We have the town twinning, we have a lot of very strong cooperation with civil society organizations, but we have also projects linking chambers of commerce of EU and Turkey through our European Business Dialogue project. Also in the second phase, we have also a new project on civic engagement where we want to develop this approach. And we also are developing now under the new projects of IPA 2023, new initiatives for having mission cities that will also focus challenges in cities in Turkey to tackle the climate and environmental challenges. So as you see, we want to have this multi-level stakeholder-led engagement between the European Union and Turkey. And also, I want to say that the focus of our support to cities is also very much at the center of our response to the earthquake. It was mentioned earlier. We have indeed mobilized the European Solidarity Fund, but in addition to the European Solidarity Fund, we are also mobilizing funds from the Instrument for Pre-Accession Assistance to help to rebuild infrastructure in some of the affected areas of Turkey, and also to help municipalities cope and relaunch viable and sustainable socio-economic livelihoods in their regions. So with this, I would like to thank again for all the stakeholders in the preparation of this project. I hope European cities will indeed engage very much and bring their added value, their experience to the benefit of Turkish citizens. But also, I think it is very important also for European cities to see and to benefit from the experience of Turkish cities that are also confronted and have experienced and confronted to specific challenges that can be useful for European cities. We hope to continue this very fruitful project, and I wish a lot of luck to all the team projects and all the participants. Thank you very much again.
I think Bernard means use. It's not European, because Turkish ones are also European.
I would like to thank Mr. Brunei for his remarks. The Union of Municipalities of Turkey, implementing several national, European, and international projects which affects the present and future of millions of people, is the umbrella organization of the Turkish municipalities. Hence, we would like to invite Secretary General Dr. Hayri Baraçlı to deliver his opening address towards shaping the green future of both Turkey and the EU. His speech will be consecutively translated from Turkish to English.
Sen de böyle gel.
Kıymetli Büyükelçim ve Avrupa Belediyeler Bölgeler Konseyi Genel Sekreteri Fabrizio ve Avrupa Komşuluk Politikası ve Genişleme Müzakereleri Genel Müdürlüğü'nden Bernard Brune ve kıymetli Avrupa Parlamentosu Bölgeler Komitesi Avrupa Yatırım Bankası'nın değerli temsilcileri, Çekya, Bosna Hersek, Kuzey Makedonya, Kosova, Yunanistan ve Bulgaristan'ın kıymetli temsilcileri ve değerli misafirler, kıymetli basın mensupları, hepiniz hoş geldiniz, sefalar getirdiniz.
Dear Ambassador, dear Bernard from DGNIR, dear ambassadors who are coming from all of the accession countries, from Czechia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Northern Macedonia, dear Fabrizio, of course, from the European Municipalities and Regions Council. Thank you, welcome to all.
Tabii biz Ankara'dan geliyoruz, Türkiye Belediyeler Birliği olarak, ama ben İstanbul'da yaşıyorum. İstanbul'da biliyorsunuz bir Avrupa şehri. Onun için de bu şehirde yaşarken de olayları izlemek ve takip etmek biraz daha farklı oluyor. Onun için bizler de bu çerçevede şehir eşleşme programına sonuna kadar inanıyoruz.
As you know, as a delegation, we come from Ankara, but I live in Istanbul, which is also a European capital. And it's quite easy to follow what's going on in Europe from there, and we are also following very closely what's happening with the twinning project.
Türkiye Belediyeler Birliği olarak Dışişleri Bakanlığı, Avrupa Birliği Başkanlığı, Çevre Şehircilik ve İklim Değişikliği Bakanlığı ve Vilayetler Birliği ortaklığında üreteceğimiz projemizin Türkiye ve Avrupa Birliği ilişkilerine değer katacağına yürekten inanıyorum.
So this project of twinning, which we'll be doing together with many stakeholders throughout Turkey, with the provinces, with the regions, with also the EU, will, I believe, be very successful.
6 Şubat'ta gerçekleşen depremde 50 bin aşkın vatandaşımız vefat etti. Hepsine Allah'tan rahmet, yaralarımıza da acil şifalar diliyoruz. Ve Avrupalı dostlarımızın yapmış olduğu yardımlardan dolayı hepsine teşekkür ediyoruz.
As you know, we lost more than 50,000 of our citizens to the earthquakes that occurred in February, and our thoughts are with them, of course, and their families. And we'd also like to send a heartfelt thank you to all of our friends from the European Union who helped us after the earthquake.
Şehirlerin birlikte çalışması önemli bir konu. Bizler tabii şehirlerin eşleştirmesi konusunda da etkin bir tecrübeye sahibiz. 1393 belediyemiz var. Biz de Avrupa Birliği nezdinde bu projenin temsilciliğini yapıyoruz. Onun için çalışmalarımızı etkin bir şekilde yürütüyoruz.
Town twinning is very important for us, and we have more than 1,400 municipalities throughout Turkey, and we're the ones who represent them with town twinning within the European Union.
Türkiye Belediyeler Birliği olarak tabii ki yerel diplomasiyi teşvik edecek etkinliklere de ev sahipliği yapıyor ve belediyeler arasındaki diyalogları arttırma noktasında sürekli çalışıyoruz. Ve bu çerçevede ortaya çıkacak projeleri de hem vatandaşımızın katılımcı yönetimi hem de vatandaşımızın kaliteli hizmeti alma açısından önemli gösteriyoruz.
So of course we try to facilitate internal diplomacy between the municipalities in Turkey, and we try to create projects that they can all work on together. And it's very important for us that all the citizens in these municipalities participate in these projects.
Değerli misafirler, tabii Türkiye'nin Avrupa Birliği üyeliği adaylığı sürecine ivme kazandıracak programlar başlattığı yerel yönetimler işbirliği hakikaten çok önemli. Onun için Avrupa Birliği'ne uyum sürecinde yapacağı çalışmalara destek olması açısından da bu projeye biz önem gösteriyoruz.
This twinning project is also important because it helps Turkey advance along its candidacy towards the European Union. It helps us harmonize our laws with the European Union and become closer to it.
Tabii ki bu çerçevede çalışmalar devam ederken hem çevre koruma ve iklim değişikliğiyle mücadele ile ilgili odak şehir eşleştirme faaliyetleri de bu çalışmalarda desteklenecek.
And of course, one of our priorities will always be climate change and becoming greener when we're working on these projects.
İklim değişikliği tüm dünyanın hakikaten mücadele etmesi gereken bir konu. Bizler de Türkiye'deki belediyeleri de bu çerçevede sürekli olarak bilinçlendiriyoruz.
Of course, climate change concerns all of us, and we continuously try to educate all of our municipalities throughout Turkey on this matter.
Ülkemiz çevre konusunda hassasiyetini önemli adımlar atarak ortaya koyuyor ve Birleşmiş Milletler İklim Değişikliği müzakerelerinde başından beri ülkemiz Paris Anlaşması'nda da 2021 yılında taraf oldu.
And of course, Turkey has always given utmost importance to climate change, to the environment, and we showed this when we became a signatory of the Paris Agreement.
Cumhurbaşkanımız Sayın Recep Tayyip Erdoğan'ın liderliğinde başlatılan Yeşil Kalkınma Devrimi Avrupa Birliği'nin Yeşil Mutabakat politikası ile ilgili uyumludur.
And our President Erdogan's project on the Green Revolution is also in cohesion with the European Union's Green Agreement.
Bu program kapsamında 26 proje hibe desteği sağlanarak Türkiye'deki yerel yönetimlerin 13 farklı AB üyesi ülkedeki yerel yönetimlerle iklim merkezli kalıcı şehir ilişkisi kurması sağlanacak.
Within this project, we will help 26 municipalities in Turkey team up together with different municipalities in Europe to work on different projects which concern the environment.
Türkiye Belediyeler Birliği olarak gerek Avrupa ölçeğinde gerek dünya çapında sosyal, ekonomik, kültürel alanlarda bilgi ve deneyim paylaşımını hedefleyen şehir ilişkilerini her zaman destekliyoruz.
As a TBB, we've always supported cultural, economic, social, every type of exchange with other stakeholders.
Bu çerçevede tabii ki şehir eşleştirme kavramıyla esasında yeni bir olguyu ortaya çıkarma gayreti içerisindeyiz. O da misafir şehir.
And so we're talking about town twinning here, but we also want to create a new concept in Turkey, which means hospitable countries, cities which are very welcoming. Guest cities, thank you.
Tabii ki bizler bu misafir şehir anlayışıyla şehirlerin bize misafir olduğu bir 21. yüzyılı yaşama gayreti içerisinde olacağız.
And so with these guest cities, we'll try to invent new cities for the 21st century, which will be very inviting.
Bu kapsamda CMR'la beraber ortak projeler üretme gayreti içerisindeyiz ve aynı zamanda misafir şehir anlayışını da tüm dünyaya yayacağız.
And so we're working together with the CMR on this concept, which we will try to disseminate throughout the world.
Önümüzdeki süreçte de hem şehir eşleştirme programıyla hem de misafir şehir kavramlarıyla hep beraber daha birçok programı gerçekleştirme azmi ve gayreti içerisindeyiz.
And our aim is to multiply these projects, be it within town twinning or with guest cities.
Bu programın hem ülkemize, hem paydaşlarımıza, hem yerel yönetimlerimize ve hibe ve faydalanıcılarımıza da hayırlı olması dileklerimle hepinize saygıyla selamlıyorum.
And I hope that these programs will be beneficial for everyone who will be involved in them, be it citizens, organizations, municipalities, everyone. Thank you very much.
I would like to thank our Secretary General for his speech. Now, before sending our Secretary General to his seat, I would like to kindly invite Ambassador Mr. Kaymakçı, Secretary General Mr. Rossi, and the head of Türkiye unit of DG Enlargement, Mr. Brunei, to the front of the stage to receive their plaques in memory of today. Could you come front for a picture of today, memory of today, please? For a group photo. Could you please come forward? We would like to take a group photo with the invitees, participants, so please could you come forward? Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to thank you for your participation to this reception. We also look forward to welcoming you as of tomorrow morning at the square to our project stand during the 21st European Week of Regions and Cities. Thank you.